going to be another curfew. These guys have a lockdown and then a curfew. Curfew, you're only allowed to go and buy bread and pharmacy. Lockdown, you can buy more than bread. You can go to the grocery store. So that is lockdown. But for them, curfew is more serious. No one can move, stuff like that, which I don't understand, because lockdown is also supposed to be like that. But we need to get to a point where we can, before the curfew, can be at anchor and then stay there for the 4 days. So we on our way again. Look at all of these boats.
This is Frick, and this is Pietru. We both decided to leave the rat race and sail the globe on our new home, SISU.
So we did some planning, and we also did some looking at all the recommendations and internet, and there's a couple of places that we can check out, but because it is this funny season, it is not really sailing season, so it's a lockdown kind of season, so everyone is trying to find a spot, and then they stay there for quite a while. We're now at the wall. There is the big wall, and there's lots of space still here next to us on this side, and on this side as well. There's a metal thing that you can hook onto. We are hooked onto that metal one over there, and then there's big rocks over there. So here's also one space in between us here. But I think now it's too short. So must I just pull in or what? It's not my thing. Problem.
Have we got the boat forward? Should we put the boat forward?
So the guys crossed our anchor and they lift our anchor up. At one point the Mantus is holding both of us until they try to reset. So the moment I realized they crossed, and we actually felt the vibrations like tick 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 tick, and it's like we're starting an engine. It almost sounds like an engine starting. And then I come here to the front and I realize it's actually our anchor. They're actually tightening against our anchor, anchor line. So, and then I started the engine because they wanted to lift the anchor, and if they lift our anchor, there's a very heavy breeze coming from this side, so we'll just go across on the shore. So SISU's both the engines is pulling us now. And it seems like the Mantus have set, even just by pulling in the anchor. Very amazing.
So our friends from Australia on Ikigai is coming to join us in this anchorage, and Frick is in Tipex. He's going to help them with a met mooring, and Kirsten is going to attempt to do the met mooring for the first time at the helm. And here they come. So the met mooring is, they'll be throwing the anchor out, there the anchor goes, and then reverse back on the anchor, and then Frick will take one of the mooring lines and then take it windward side. So he'll take the port line first and secure it, and then the starboard side this side. And here they come. It's amazing how many boats they fit into these places. Okay, the anchor didn't set, so they're going to reset quickly.
Okay, I think we're good.
I think so too.
Yeah, we're good, Kirsten.
Okay.
You're going to grab the line? Frak.
Rick, would you mind taking that line again, please? So clear water, you can see even the fish life. And right there you can see a water bottle. Luckily we know it's not our water bottle, because we only drink beer. So to all the people that wants to preserve nature, and you know, all of those guys, like we all sailors I think tries to do that. It's not the bloody straws, it is the water bottle. Stop drinking water from a bottle.
You cannot ask for anything better than this. Oh, man, tranquility. It is curfew weekend, everybody's staying on their boats. But still you're amongst people, and look at that beaut that came in this afternoon. Our neighbor.
So we looked at the weather, and over here it looks sunny. Look at this, it looks sunny and it still looks fine. And even there at the back you can see it's very sunny. But look in front. So here at the back it's a storm, and we can actually already start hearing the thunder. So I think very soon we're going to have fun and games. So I've got 60 meters of chain out. Basically where that big white boat is our chain, our anchor. So I honestly hope they don't drag, because their chain is over our anchor. Just crazy. Got a line like this, and then I've got a line there, and this is our neighbor's line, and that's also a neighbor's line going there. And then I also have a line coming from there to over there. Look at this. It's just absolutely crazy going on there. Look, yo! And we are tied with 3 lines. 1 to the bow, 1 to mid cleat, 1 to stern, and a couple of lines to the back. And of course we've got a mantes in front of us, but that guy is also in front of us, so, and he started his engines. Bow thrusters going crazy. And these guys they're bopping up and down like crazy. This is not what Windy X actually predicted.
I think this boat in front of us is breaking away.
This is the waves in the bay that's supposed to be protected. Cockpit cushions that's falling all over the place. Ah, he's going to have a tough time going back. So we're checking our stern lines, and if they're okay and taut, then we know our mantis is still okay. Pietro is there on duty. Couple of powerboats already broke free, so they decide no, it's better to weather it out, because this is just crazy, this wind. Look there, it's just like, sorry, we're also bopping up and down. It's just like, look at how the waves is like, look at that, it's crazy winds, absolutely crazy. The guys is using valve thrusters just to stay on anchor. Or actually met moored. Crazy. This bay is just going flippin' bonkers. It's getting a little bit better over here. Just going all over. The flag is going a different direction than the There's a boat now in trouble. Look, look, it's drifting so much.
The boats outside, we're all like towards the end of a little alcove thing here, and the boats outside, anchors are dragging, and it is just chaos out here. Just look at this. There goes Frick to help out that Leopard 45 over there. He was mid-moored there, but when we came outside, he was like, it looked like to us that he was on the rocks, and everybody with dinghies just rushed over and helped him to just get off the rocks. It's busy improving now, but I turned on the motors for in case something happens. So I had them in idle forward just now, and it seemed to have worked. But look, we're going slack again. This is not good. This is very, very, very slack. There's our line going over Ikigai's line. And there is like huge rocks under here. We're pretty close to the rocks there, so I think I will just stay with the motors on. So this is our first harrowing ordeal in a very busy anchorage. There's going to be gale force winds blowing just now, so but we've got a whole lot of lines out, so we just need to check our rear. I think then we'd be fine. Oh, here comes the food. Oh, there he is.
The food is here. Wow. There we go.
It looks like he's got a piece of plastic or a very, very big fish. Oh, we can't even catch that size.
He got a ray. A ray?
Oh, man. Bells on. There's a hiker in between them.
I guess we're not doing the goat trail today.
I think this is leading the pack. Oh, here they come! Oh my word, they're drinking seawater. Shame, they're gonna get so thirsty. Carrying him the boot. We have an artist in our midst. What a cool setting to do a painting.
We're going for a hike here. I think we're going to go around the 2,000-year-old wall. But for us to go for a hike, we need to do a couple of preparations. So we've got a new GoPro, thank you for our patrons, and we bought this one because, as you've seen in some of our videos, we lost the video feed completely because the other GoPro just started to get seawater. I think seawater just gets everywhere. Just the air is very, very aggressive. So we got now this one with a little micy thing, fluffy thing, but to get this done is a process. So the first thing that you need to do is, you cannot take the battery out. Even if you want to, you cannot. If you want to remove it, you cannot, because this little thing is there. So you need to remove this screw over here, and remove this. Now it still cannot get out because these little wings need to be folded flat. Then you take it out. Now you get to the battery. There we go. Now you need to reverse the process. So we put the battery in. Make sure, and this is now not waterproof anymore. So they try to make it look waterproof, but it's definitely not. And you need to put it in again. Okay, close it up, flip these little things open, and that is the best you can do. And then there's a little indentation, so you need to make sure that this thing is in the opposite side, otherwise you cannot put this thing inside like that. And then screw it in. And this is why you need the indentation, because it is a very big screw, and if this one is too short, it's impossible. It's going to be a long hike, so let's pack a couple of beers. It's a 2,000-year-old wall that we're going to hike, I think, and it is so cool. Look at that. So it starts right here at SISU. So it starts over there, and you can walk. Apparently it goes over this isthmus, something like that. But look at the water, so cool. So
Taxi has arrived.
yeah.
That was exciting with those goats.
Oh.
They started chewing on our mooring line.
That's why I'm using chain.
We had chain, but they got it where the chain was not.
So Paul has this thing that he's always doing. He's tying the dinghy offshore, which is a brilliant idea between all these sharp, nasty rocks. I don't know where he stores all of this stuff, but he has anchors and like lines and shit, and even things that look for anchor below the water. As they say, this is why this bay is called Wall Bay. Very nice bay.
I'm just going to pop around and check which way are we going to go for.
And it's like 4 days. We think it's probably every day. But some of the stuff we're getting out, like, talk about something more like the closest one to us.
Yeah.
Just bend your toes, bend your toes. Oh, yeah. You're fine, love.
Okay.
Oh. What is the history behind it?
The history about this is because even though we've brought full cans hiking with us, we don't want to carry full cans home. We want to make it as compact as possible. So I've learned this when I was a Boy Scout, and I've been trying to pass it on to Kirsten, the great skill of crushing a can directly down from the top.
No cobwebs.
Yeah, I reckon we came that
Yeah,
way.
we did.
So we don't have to go back.
That's
the
the
same
one that
way.
I said, oh, that looks like a good path, and I guess maybe
Should we try to get there and see whether we can get to the wall?
Yeah.
because the wall is just here.
What do you think that could be?
There's a tiny hole just here. I don't know. Some creepy crawly.
I think it's a
Scrotum.
lot.
What were you talking about? Bollocks. I already had to through a whole thing.
Saying goodbye to our anchor spot for the last 4 days. And here in Turkey. on our way to Captain.
After a anchor entanglement without we didn't tangle. Luckily the big boat. Oh, isn't it that one? It's that one. After the big boat actually gracefully also said they will leave and we will not entangle. Our neighbor got entangled with his neighbor. So scars. We're building them up. Now we're on our way to, they call it Turtle Island or Turtle Beach.
No, because that's where they lay the eggs. They come there to hatch.
So we're now currently there. There's two of our buddies. Ikigai is busy actually following us. Transport will come tomorrow. And we are going all the way there. And we've been there before, so we know the anchorage spot already. So it's Ikinsik Koyu. So this is what I remember it to be. So, but it is a nice long beach. And there's a restaurant right over there somewhere.
Which we hope is going to be open today.
Yeah,
Because some of the places are opening today.
Hopefully we can have someone else to bribe for a change.
Not that we mind Brian.
We are sailing, and that after
6 months.
and that after Windy predicted no
Oh yeah.
workable wind.
Now we're going upwind again.
Oh man, and we planned so hard to go downwind or no wind, and here we are.
20 knots.
Yeah, 20 knots of wind, parent wind. Our wind angle is, wind vane is set for 45. Yep, and if it carries on much more, we will need to start reefing. But the sea state, yeah, it's flattish, it's actually not too bad. But our true wind angle hovers around 33, 37. So I think we will be okay. There's not much pressure on the sails, or we're not heeling over too much. So I think we're fine. Very, very good.
Semi-acceleration zone.
Yeah, we're in an acceleration zone because
Sailing.
we are sailing.
And we've got some good wind and good speed. Now easing out the sails. The wind is getting a little bit exciting here. What are we doing? We're doing 8 knots.
We finally anchored, and it was such a good sail. But look at this nice anchorage that we have. And it is all for ourselves. Free anchor for a change. And only our friends is over there. Ikigai. But look at this. Promise to be a very good sunset. And the wind is dying down.